Alrighty, if you're watching this, hopefully we've got our vision dialed in. We can see it clearly, we're specific, it's fantastic. It's so clear, we're excited, we literally get goosebumps just thinking about it. So step one done, fantastic. On to step two. Now, this step is extremely important. And this is where most people completely fumble. Step one is easy. Like, we've set the goal. It's very easy to sit in la la land and just think about, ooh, what do I want? What does it look like? What does it feel like? It makes me so happy. This is fantastic. I've got my goal. People are very good at that. But the execution is usually which is why most people never get what they want out of life, and the goals that they set never amount to anything. But realistically, it's not their fault. Most people don't realize their goals because they miss this next step and the third step after this, just due to negligence or ignorance. They just don't know. The people that do know, they're negligent, and as a result, they don't get what they want. But for the people that aren't even aware of this framework, they didn't really have a chance from the get-go. But in both cases, these people never realize their vision, which is obviously something that we want to avoid. We want to realize our vision, right? Feels amazing. Okay, Walker, enough. Just give us the second step. Alrighty, come close. The second step is crafting your character that achieves this vision. The character that lives in your desired reality. This is absolutely critical. Absolutely critical. Why? Because here's the very harsh and uncomfortable truth. You, yourself, your character as you currently are, cannot achieve your vision, period. If you could, you'd have it. You want a mansion? Why don't you just go fucking buy one? You want to meet your soulmate? Just go meet him. You want a business generating $10,000 a month? Just go fucking build one. You'll most likely find, unless you've achieved these things, that your current self is incapable of achieving them. Now, before people come to me in the comments and say, Walker, this doesn't make sense, people that start from zero achieve incredible things all the time. Yes, I agree. That is the point that I'm making in this video. But here's the secret that people just miss completely. To achieve what you want, to realize your vision, your current self must die. Now, obviously, I don't mean literally, but figuratively. Your current self, your current character must be destroyed. It must evolve. Your thoughts, your beliefs, your actions, your habits, everything. They serve their purpose in getting you to where you are now, whether you like where you're at or not, but they're likely no longer necessary to get you where you want to go. And if they are, then it's not them in their current iteration. It's going to take a new version, a new evolution of what you're currently doing in order to obtain a different result.
What's up? It's Walker from the future. I'm going back editing this video real quick, and I just wanted to make a quick note about who I'm really talking to in that previous point. Use your discretion and be honest with yourselves. If you have set a goal, maybe multiple years in a row, or you're like, oh, I want to get rich, or oh, I want to hit this financial milestone, or this health milestone, or network, whatever. Unless it's some crazy massive goal that's you're trying to become a billionaire and this is going to be a 10-year, 20-year plan. If it's a reasonably attainable thing, and you kind of know in your heart that maybe you're not going about it the right way, if that's you and you have not been able to achieve it for a long time, then you likely need to completely switch up what you've been doing. If you set a new goal yesterday and you've genuinely tried to optimize the inputs, the behaviors, the thoughts, everything related to achieving that goal, then I'm not saying you need to completely change everything that you're doing because you don't have results 4 days later. But just be honest with yourself. If you've been working at things for a while and you can't seem to achieve them, then I'm likely talking to you.
So what we need to do in step two is we need to create a character that has already achieved what you want, a character that is already living in your desired reality. If we get crystal clear on who that character is, who that person is, what do they look like, what do they do, what are their habits, how do they think, what's their perspective, who do they talk to, what are their beliefs, who are their friends, how do they show up? If we get crystal clear on who that person is, we can then take the steps to become that person. And as a byproduct of becoming that person, you will achieve your vision. You will naturally create the desired reality. It will come as a byproduct of the person that you are. The same way that your current self has an associated reality, your environment is a byproduct of who you currently are now. The version of yourself that has everything you want has all of that as a byproduct of who he or she is. So, okay, how do we do this? We start with the vision, and we run that vision through the frame, through the perspective of who this character is. So let's say your vision is to be in the best shape of your life. You feel boundless levels of energy. You smile every time you look in the mirror. You're truly in love with the way that you feel and the way that you look, and you have a profound sense of gratitude for the extent to which you have meticulously taken care of your health in this vessel that is your body. Great. Now let's think about the character, not just what they look like, but who they are. What do they value? What do they tell themselves on a daily basis? What do they prioritize? What do they avoid? What were their challenges that they had to overcome to get where they're at? What are their thoughts? What are their feelings? What are their habits, right? We could go on forever. And so now you should start to see the connection of why it's so important to get crystal clear on your vision first, step one. Because the more clear you are on your vision and what it looks like and what it feels like, I mean, down to every minute detail, then the easier it is to then craft the character which is capable of realizing that vision, to craft the character which lives in that desired reality. It's much easier to notice their traits, their personality, their behavior, their thoughts, literally everything as it relates to that person. So you should quite literally list out the characteristics of this person. Who are they? Because if you don't know them like the back of your hand, how on earth can you expect to become them? How on earth could you expect to become this higher version of yourself if you don't even know what it is? Exactly like with our vision. How the can you expect to realize a vision that you don't know? You can't. It's impossible. So, if you feel so inclined, I would suggest taking some time to do this exercise today. If you didn't do the vision building exercise, go build your vision, and then from there, build the character. This should be a thoroughly enjoyable process. You are literally designing the character, the vessel, the person who is actually capable of achieving your vision, thus giving you the highest probability of finding success. So it should be enjoyable. I mean, if you're watching this video, you're already extremely blessed. Number one, to be alive, but number two, if you're watching this video, you're probably in a fantastic starting position. And now you have an opportunity to build the character that is capable of realizing and living out your dreams. So take some time today to have a think about who that person is. And then from there, just like from step one to step two, when you do this, not only are you just drastically increasing the odds of you being successful, but you're going to put yourself in such a good position for the third and final step. And this is where most people really lose it. Because to a certain extent, in crafting a vision, you're gonna start to, by default, think of some things that you're going to have to do to reach that vision. But we're taking it one step further and really dialing in who that person is, which already puts us ahead of 99% of people. But even then, it is not enough. And really, step three is where all of this comes together, and you all but guarantee that you will become the person that you need to be and realize your vision. So that is all that I've got for you today, guys. Thank you for watching the video, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.